You can brief us for a while about what is this entire world of media, entertainment, film? How do you really generate ideas? And how, because as consumers or as students and end consumers, we just see the 30-seconder on television, or it could be a film integration, or it could be a YouTube ad, but we don't know what happens behind that.
Let me start by saying that, first of all, while on the face of it, it all seems like an extremely glamorous, and we are sitting around and just thinking up of brands. It's actually a lot of hard work that goes into it. There is a lot of effort. So what happens is that when you decide to put a face out for the brand, you then first of all you try and understand saying what is the role of that category in the life of the consumer. So you try and understand saying, for example, if let's take the example of Swiggy, since Samir mentioned it. So let's say if Swiggy, at the point in time when we were doing Swiggy, ordering food home was not something that intuitively everybody did. It was okay in the urban environment, but a lot of India was not comfortable doing it. So you then try and figure out, how do you answer some of these questions? How do you become a brand that becomes a part of people's lives? So then once you try and answer those questions, you then get down to actually saying, okay, this is where the brand will be positioned. And once you arrive at the core proposition for the brand, is when you then start thinking, and then you have to take a little bit of, there is something called what we usually talk in the business, and we say that this is called the creative leap. So you then have to spend time figuring out, how do you entertainingly package the brand for it to be received and for it to land in the laps of consumers in a way that they actually make it a part of their life. And the best brands become a part of people's lives. They don't just come and tell you what it is that they're selling. They become part of culture. So today, when we all very intuitively use the line "Daag achhe hain," when we started the process at that point in time, it seemed completely counterintuitive, right? Because every detergent brand was coming and telling you that, hey, you can actually wash, you can actually just remove the stains. But what we tried to do was actually take a higher ground and say that, listen, you know what? Kids will get dirty. The biggest carrier of stains into a house are kids. And it's lovely. They should continue that, because that's where a lot of learning, that's where a lot of character building happens. So how do you then create something which then becomes a part of culture, which is where you then tap in and then you start thinking creatively. And once you have arrived at a concept, you then take that concept and then you test it with people. You then go and check with people saying, hey, does this make sense? Does this connect with you? Does this emotionally move you? And once that happens is when what we say is the next stage of the entire thing is called execution. Then you start identifying filmmakers, you start identifying photographers, you get them on board, you actually work with them, you talk about casting, you talk about, for example, back in the day when we did the Daag Achhe Hain campaign, India is a country where there is a lot of dirt, right? You don't want kids falling down and getting dirty in the not so hygienic parts. So for example, when we did Daag Achhe Hain, we actually went to Ooty and shot, where we said, even if a kid falls and gets dirty, it feels like it's not something that will make the kid fall ill. It's very, very important that these cues, these are not things that, these are not things that you will ever see. These are things that you feel when you see the communication. So we actually went to Ooty, we shot that stuff, and that's when you then you shoot the film, then you shoot the still photography, then you basically bring the world alive of the brand. And then there is the whole process of editing and music and dialogues, and there is the entire post-production process. And then is when it actually goes out into the world. And what you see is, after a lot of thinking and a lot of effort, is when you see what you see about brands. And this process is something that you should enjoy, because over and over and over again, you have to find a way to surprise people. You have to find a way to make sure that as when you're building a brand, it can connect with people, tell human stories, tell stories that people can latch on to. Like for instance, when when we did the Swiggy commercial of that whole gulab jamun and the old uncle, it's something that's happened to all of us. It's something that we've seen around us. So we tried to tell stories which kind of become relatable. But the point that we were trying to make is that you can even order small stuff on Swiggy. So I think this is broadly the process. At every stage, you have to sit down and say, okay, how can we make sure that we take the creative leap, and how can we make sure that we execute in a way that it kind of becomes relatable. Today's day and age, the way you test it is, do you feel like sharing this stuff? That's a big criteria in today's day and age. It wasn't the case back in the day, but now with the proliferation of internet, that's become a very, very big thing.